Good Sunday morning. Today is September 7th, 2025, and we want to welcome to the Hot Seat Podcast presents Football Talk Live, streaming on YouTube, Twitch, and Facebook. Hashtag NFL season, hashtag the Hot Seat Podcast, and we are powered by DUBBY Energy. Welcome to week one, and if anything looks a little different, we are broadcasting live from the Chateau itself alongside my guy, the storyteller, and Jay Azeno, my son.
What's going on?
And, there we go. That's what we're doing. Welcome. We're going to be for you guys with the next hour or so into kickoff of the NFL Sunday week one season. And we're going to give you guys a little recap on some college stuff as well. Master Earl should be joining us a little later in the show. And again, welcome back to everybody who has been joining us for the last few years. How you feeling, sir?
I'm feeling good, man. There ain't no better time than right now. So, I kissed the missus, told her I'll see her towards, end of February. And, we'll get to it. That's it. It's that simple.
That's pretty much how it's going on, man. Check the chat. Of course, make sure you guys light up the chat. Let the folks know that we are live streaming on YouTube, Twitch, and Facebook. And let's just get a couple things out of the way. Make sure you follow us on Instagram and Facebook and Twitch at the Hot Seat Podcast. Be sure to like and subscribe on YouTube at the Hot Seat Podcast. And of course, like I said at the beginning, we are powered by DUBBY Energy. So if you guys go right over to DUBBY Energy, you can get 10% off of your first purchase when you insert code the Hot Seat Podcast. So that's DUBBY Energy drink. No sugar in those guys. This is keep you up, no crash. Let's go. All right, man. Where we want to start? We want to start in some college recap.
Yeah, we can do a college recap.
Yeah, we
talk about mine now.
Yeah, we did. No, so our college football top 25 scoreboard, man. Be going across the bottom of the screen. Where do we start?
You want me to get mine out the way?
Yeah, you can talk about it if you want to. Yeah, it's fine.
So let's just talk about the Michigan Wolverines, the kind of champions from a couple years ago that that's taken. But either way, the Michigan Wolverines. I hate when teams get away from their true culture, what they're known for, their staple.
Mm-hmm.
It actually happens in all sports.
Yeah.
You see these like teams that, class-wise, no matter who comes in there, no matter what recruits, it's still the same type of ball. And Michigan is about hitting the ground running, offensive line, running backs, defense stingy. That's what it's about. And sprinkling a couple wide receivers here and there. It's never been about a flashy quarterback, somebody that's like real great.
Yeah.
Never really had that. I mean, Demar Robinson ran a lot. But he wasn't like this big quarterback. In fact, he got to the league and he wasn't even the quarterback no more. So that's how much it was for him. People could talk about Tom Brady, but let's just be real. During the college years, he wasn't the Tom Brady that you know right now, TB12. Much respect due, but he wasn't that guy. So we never had that. So there's a lot of talk about this new one coming in for us. He's young. He's only 18, starting. And I think the lights are getting to him. And what I mean by that is you have gotten away from a system that makes just about any type of quarterback comfortable. Like I just described, an offensive line, running the ball heavy and having a good defense. Michigan still has the good defense, still has Martindale there.
They're going to have that. Yep.
So that's there. But running game, besides one big run to start the second half, was non-existent. The offensive line wasn't pushing nobody. We were playing Oklahoma. It wasn't Michigan football. See, even the other season when we had lost a couple games and stuff like that, we were still trying to do Michigan football. I won't get mad if I still see our identity there. I do get mad when I see you trying to flip the script and it just ain't working. It's not sticking. And unless we get back to Michigan football, which may not come until we switch out of all of coaching, they need a reset, man. Which is interesting because
Jim Harbaugh laid the foundation, the groundwork.
Yep.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Is what they say
For him there.
Yeah,
He was there.
He was there with it. So you would think you would. I know you're trying to build your own thing, but it's not like this is. And shout out to him. This ain't like it's Eastern Michigan, and you're trying to work your way. if you know.
That in there.
But no, if I can see if they were like a lower tier school, you take over. And you say, hey, I want to do my thing. That way I can get a promotion to a bigger school.
Yeah.
You can't get much bigger than Michigan. To be perfectly honest.
So it's not going to get any better because with all the scandal above us, why would people come? If you're not winning and you have a scandal, why am I coming? If I'm a top recruit.
Yeah.
Why am I coming? There's no need.
I don't get it. On the flip side, you have from the Michigan side, you got some teams out there like, let's talk about Alabama. You talking about somebody who's lost their way. Alabama lost that game last week against Florida State, an unranked Florida State, and they did win this week.
That called them out, by the way.
Yes, they did. And they didn't just lose. They got the breaks physically beat off of them. Are we seeing like a changing of like the guard and like those legacy teams for the next few years at least? I know we talking about Michigan, Alabama.
A change of one thing and one thing only: coaching.
In the culture. Yeah.
When that coaching leaves, the culture switches up.
Yeah.
Unless you put in somebody that has that same type of prestige to them.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, you followed up Harbaugh with what we got. You followed up Nick Saban with what they got. You could do the same thing in the NFL with whoever they slide in there.
Yeah.
You know, that's a very tough thing to do. Now, on the college level, you know, you're going to see a lot of people, like I just said about Michigan, on the Alabama side going, why am I here?
Yeah.
I don't want to be known as a player that just brought down Alabama during my 4 years of being here.
Right.
So, I don't know, man. It's going to be tough. A lot of stuff has changed around. I told you on our side, the Big Ten has never been the Big Ten for a long time. It's like the Big 24. And you got like Oregon and all them out there that's going to just be getting better each and every year. On the Alabama side, you know, they got to step it up. That I believe it was the quarterback that called out the team. Think about that. Before the game, he said, we ain't scared of y'all. Y'all ain't got Saban on the sideline. I mean, if that ain't a smack, or
I don't know
let
what
me
it
say,
is,
if that's not a spit in the face.
We'll get to that in a minute. We'll get to it. You know what? Let's go right into that, man. So I don't know what has happened in football in general, but of course we saw on Thursday night, we saw the interaction between Jalen Carter and Dak Prescott. And then this past Saturday, we had instances between Florida and USF when the defender spit in the face, in this case, of the USF player. And I'm going to send it over to you, Jay. What we doing? Like, what we doing as far as like the sportsmanship and, you know,
the only way you can say it.
What we doing?
Honestly, I couldn't tell you. My thing is, if you just saw, what was that, Thursday, what happened to Jalen Carter, why would you then go ahead Saturday and do the exact same thing? Like, were you not, what happened there? Like, what are we doing?
You know, it's a lot of stuff that the college kids do follow the NFL for, celebrations and stuff like that. This is one of them that ain't it, in my opinion. Like, it's not, and I don't understand how we got to the point to where we're disrespecting our players, like we are in this case. And I'm gonna bring our third member. It's like he'll be fourth member today. We're gonna bring in Master Wallace himself. See what we got going on here. Yep. Right time. What we got, man? What, I know you've been listening to us so far.
I haven't.
Okay, so
I haven't.
we started talking about, man, where has a sportsmanship gotten to where it's okay to spit on the opposition. And
Ain't
it
never
happened
should
in
have went in his
the
mouth.
Cowboys Eagles game. It just happened in the Florida US game, which Florida lost to an unranked USF.
They got whooped.
They got whooped as well. So what are we doing? Like, what are we doing, man?
He should have went in his mouth. But I'll say this: after looking back and seeing the whole video, I understand like why he did it, because Dak spit first. Now, did he spit on him? No, he spit in his direction, which is still disrespectful.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But then you took it to a whole nother level when you spit on somebody. At that point, like, you crossing, that's man law, and there's no conversation. Like, I'd have took my helmet off, I'm trying to kill you at this point. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's the God gonna have to get me from choking you out. You know what I'm saying? Like, even to the point where after the game, bro, like, I'm at your locker room. You know what I'm saying? Like, he crossed the line. I also felt like after looking at that, Dak should have probably got kicked out of the game as well. But they didn't see that piece. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but they could replay everything else. But
yeah. But I think the fact that he did it right in front of the ref,
the part that got me on it, if we're talking about the Dak situation, in real time looking at it, I just couldn't believe somebody just purposely spit on somebody.
Right.
So it took me so far out. Mind you, you know how I feel about some Cowboys. I was like, oh no, Eagles need to go down. like this is a wrap. Like, I didn't want to see anything good going their way.
Yeah.
But when I saw the replay, I was like, oh man, this is pretty bad right here. This is pretty bad. And the part that got me, even after we spoke offline, afterwards, the part that got me, and I guess it was clever in this sense, the way it happened, when Dak spit, notice how fast he smiled at him.
Yeah.
That's the part that got me.
Yeah.
If he said he was just spitting on the ground and everything, that's one thing. He did that spit on the ground and immediately looked up and smiled at him. And then that's when Jalen Carter came forward. And you still got to have your smarts to you. I'm not justifying anything. You still got to have your smarts to you. You play in a game where you can literally kill this dude. Like, you could go upside him. Hell, the play could be called and you could keep on running through. Think about it with the position he plays. But to do the spitting back and get caught, it always happens that way. And honestly, how important you are to that team, that's how Dak was thinking.
Mm-hmm.
Dak was thinking in that type of way. One person was not even doing checkers. They were doing like tic-tac-toe. Another person was playing chess.
That's what we call these days rage baiting. That's what we call.
Exactly.
Give it to the young man.
Did it great.
Yeah, it's on one side you got somebody who's already in the league making money, and then you got on the other side a young man who does it that you ain't. I mean, you might have NIL or something like that, but you're already showing potential character issues just off that. That is going to go with you up into the combine. That's going to come up again. You don't think they're going to grill you, and then the next thing you do, now you're going to be under a microscope.
Everything's under a microscope.
And you're
remember Jalen Carter was under a microscope coming into his draft.
Yes,
that's why he dropped.
So it's not a good look, and he's still on a rookie contract. Now he's still going to dominate. The NFL lets a lot of stuff slide with folks, but I'm telling you now, man, the next game, because if you also somebody knows, and we went over there, the next game you got to see them again. You got to see them again. But from a sportsmanship standpoint, man, it even comes down to, you're seeing a lot of taunting penalties and stuff like that. There's a right way to play the game, a violent game, and still respect your opponent. It's like boxing, so if they get the best of you, hey, you did your thing, it's a fair one. But when you start doing all the extracurricular stuff, and again, y'all said it better than me. Hey, if we spend, hey, brother, I'm gonna have to take one in this game. It's a wrap. It's a wrap for me. Like, no, go ahead and give me my 2 game. I'm gonna let you know. I'm gonna look at the ref, say, hey, I'm out for 2, coach, and I'm teeing off on you. It can't be nothing that's more disrespectful than that. This is the Hot Seat Podcast presents Football Talk Live, powered by DUBBY. We got the fantastic 3+1 up here, JSN on there with myself, storyteller Master Earl, and JSNO. Make sure you guys like and subscribe on YouTube, Twitch, Facebook, and make sure you follow us on Instagram and Facebook at the Hot Seat Podcast.
What up, Jay? What up, Gary?
This year we got something new, guys. We got to see, we got the comments are actually on the stage, so you can actually see them real time. So don't let me have to ban you for saying something out of pocket. I'm just saying, if you on screen,
so I can't curse in this like on here.
Just know we are live and we have a partner, DUBBY Energy. I'm just saying.
Earl always knows that, but he's still Earl.
I mean, listen. I mean,
now he's gonna send it through text.
Because that was a safe space there. You know what I'm saying? It was.
Send it in the private chat. Shout out to our partner, DUBBY Energy. One more time, so to put that out there before you say anything. Before we jump over to the NFL side, I got to ask this question. It's a two-part question, actually. One, is Miami back? And I'm gonna put this to Jay. Because you know how I feel about the coach. Is Miami back? And I'm a Curry's fan, by the way.
I got to see more games, honestly. More
Jay.
top 10 schools.
Thank you.
Okay. I did like the offense yesterday. It was more fast-paced, more running the ball, not a whole lot of long down the field passes. It felt more controlled offensively, but I still need to see more high-tier schools before I decide.
I raised them good. He just talking them that NFL conversation. I agree. And the reason I asked that question, because there was a lot of teams yesterday that it was their get-back game. A bunch of teams that lost the first week, and then
I'm sorry. I don't mean to cut you off. I don't mean to cut you off.
You do.
Yo, it's week 2 of college football, dog.
I'm asking the question though.
Yeah, y'all played Bethune-Cookman, dog. Bethune.
That's why I asked the question.
Who's known for the halftime show, bro? We don't know if they back yet, bro. And y'all got Carson back. Like, oh, you know what?
You didn't understand the question.
No, y'all ain't back. No, y'all ain't back. Y'all not back yet. No.
Okay, I got you, because last year it looked like this last year.
Y'all wasn't back last year. Y'all only had the offense.
I feel like I triggered him, because the reason I asked that question,
you won't girl up.
I did.
You only had the offense last year.
The reason I asked that question is because last week we saw the dismantling of one Arch Manning against Ohio State, and then yesterday Texas played. They might as well play IDDC College yesterday, and they singing his praises.
We got a star coming down.
So. What's our take on the Arch Manning side? In the background, it's my daughter in the background, guys. Welcome. What's our take on Arch so far? We still need some more weeks.
Go ahead.
Go ahead. No, you got it.
So to be honest with you, like Archie is good. The problem with
Arch, his grandfather's Archie.
I keep calling boy Archie. Arch is good. I think the problem is he got unfair pressure on him, where it's like I don't think he's to the caliber of his uncles. Well, he damn sure ain't to the caliber of his uncles, but I don't even think he's to the caliber of his pops. You know what I'm saying? And that's no knock on his pops, because I think out of all of them, his pops is the most athletic.
We're talking about Cooper Manning, by the way, guys.
Cooper Manning, yeah.
You know
what I'm saying? Between him and Archie, you know what I'm saying? But I think he still got some, time, because if you think about it, like he couldn't even really beat out Ewers, and Ewers is trash to me.
And well,
you know what I'm saying? Let me not say he's trash.
I put some respect on his name a little bit.
He went to college. He got a 4-year scholarship. He went to the. He ain't trash, but he's not. To me, he's not an NFL caliber quarterback.
Let me say this real quick before we get too deep into this conversation.
Yeah, it was a quick one. I know I triggered him with my.
I think this is media driven. I think this is media driven off his last name, and people fell in for it. Can he still be a very good quarterback? Yes. Can he be great? Yes. I think it's way too early to talk about it. When everybody was talking about it last year, I was like, how quick we forget when he went up against a team, Georgia got out.
Yeah.
He struggled.
Yeah.
And then we came into this year, Texas is number 1, and they got Arch and they got all this and they're gonna do this, and their coach is gonna. And I'm just like, this man hasn't played through a whole season yet.
Yep.
And y'all are already putting them on this pedestal. Oh, when they come out, it's gonna be the best QB draft, and we're doing this. And I'm just like, let him play. This is how you knew the media was way past the means. What did the family say going into the season? I
don't remember, to be honest.
One of the things that they said is he's probably going to be there for 4 years. They said it right off the bat.
Yeah.
He's probably going to be there for 4 years.
Yeah.
That's the family protecting him. Letting them know, like, let's calm this down a little bit.
Yeah.
The man hasn't really taken hold of this team through a whole season. Like you said, Earl, he played behind Urs. So let him just play. Let him find his way, and judge it after that.
Right.
Let him at least play a whole season. He played like a couple games last year.
Yeah. It's gonna be a lot of highs and lows, man. We went from one extreme to the next. And that was the whole point of the question. Like a lot of teams yesterday with their get back game. You look at some of those scores. It was Tennessee beat Tennessee State like 72-17 or something like. Them numbers was crazy. You had
Ohio State against Grambling.
Yeah, Cal Poly.
Yeah. This was the week of people getting paid to play.
Yep.
Like
Yeah.
Everybody got paid to play this week, so
Besides,
and for some of them, I think this was a good.
The brakes off of Grambling, Ohio State. Jesus.
But this was a necessary week for some of them because I think this was like a confidence booster for some people, for a lot of people. Just to all right, we got to get this, especially after having that first week being such a potentially like a tough week for a few folks and maybe some heartbreaking losses. That all right, cool. Let's get this under our belt. Like even Syracuse, they were struggling with UConn, and coach made them run suicide. And because they beat UConn by 7 in overtime. And it was we shouldn't be struggling with a basketball school, son. Like
I'll say this: for 2 weeks straight, South Florida has beat 2 ranked teams. Boise State was number 8 last week, I think, and then they just beat Florida.
Yep. So
they should crack the top 25. And this is another thing. We're gonna find out if they back or not.
Like Eastern Michigan.
Because next week, shout out to Eastern Michigan one time for me, man. The team that South Florida is playing next week is Miami. So we're gonna find out for another week how far they are back. Because those games that's a trap game, whether Miami realizes it or not. They went in. And South Florida went in, and I think South Florida gave them the Blues last year too, even though I think they won. But
it definitely shouldn't be no trap game if they coming off of beating 2 ranked teams.
But South Florida is South Florida, and they're unranked right now, so they should crack the top 25. But if Miami goes in and sleep on it, that's that trap. Next thing you know, even yesterday they played Bethune-Cookman, and they only beat Bethune-Cookman by what, like 40? Like
something like that.
Y'all need y'all to do better than that. Y'all need to put up some points. Ohio State, again, they beat Grambling. Dear Lord, 70-0. Oh, rough. Sorry, shout out to the HBCUs though. Still, yeah, love it. All right, man. Let's jump over into some NFL talk, man. And first thing we want to do is let's go ahead and recap that Thursday and Friday night games, which is going to take us into a whole nother conversation about where this season may go. Thursday night, you had the Cowboys at the Eagles opening night. I didn't see the beginning. I think the Eagles weren't on the field for the banner.
No,
they weren't on there. But close game, 24-20. Of course, this was highlighted by the whole Jalen Carter spitting on Dak at the beginning of the game before there was even an actual snap of the ball. So that completely turned the defense differently for the Eagles, even though they ended up winning. And then, of course, we had the Chiefs and Chargers. Let's start with the Cowboys-Eagles first. What was your takeaway from that game, man, for both teams, to be honest?
Let me go right in on this one. All biasness to the side. Dak looked good. Dak looked good out there on Thursday. And CD let him down in that second half.
Yeah.
I mean, it was tragic. Like if you go back to about 3 to 4 different plays, I was like, man,
yeah, you can't
put it there no better. And he was shining in the first half. That's why I'm like, what did you have during
I think it was that time in between that got him.
Oh, yeah, that might have been it too.
That hour and some change just did it to him.
Because it was different, Jay. Like it was night and day. That first half, he was killer.
He was the only receiver on the field. I don't know who else they have, but he was the only one getting targets. and making
Dak,
plays.
and Dak was making things happen and all this, but I was just like, man, the offense looked legit, and then the defense.
This is what I saw from that game on the Cowboys side. I didn't necessarily like the offense, and what I mean is there was no intermediate game because if you notice that when they started to press, everything was downfield, which is fine. CD did drop a couple of passes, but there was they need like a slot player or they need to make George Pickens that guy. They had no underneath type game. So what was happening was a lot of those throws, Dak was doing his thing, but they were like really tight window types. Like they need some easy pass. He was getting it there, but he needs some of that easy stuff to keep the Chiefs going.
I definitely got you on it, but I'm telling you, catch 1 to 2 of those passes.
It's a whole different thing on there.
And they were able to run a little bit up that middle.
Yeah,
mainly because Jalen Carter was there.
Yeah.
So that changed up their whole look on things. But that's what I took on that side.
Yeah.
On the Eagles side, man, let me just tell you, I know they won the game. I know you got plenty of weapons on that offensive side that you can go to.
Mm-hmm.
All that stuff is great. That defense is sus.
Especially on the back end. Yeah. Secondary is
defense is sus.
Got some hold. They moved my man Coop, man, to safety. They moved him to safety.
You know who they were attacking on Thursday, Earl?
Who?
Adoree.
Oh.
Yep. That's exactly what they were doing.
Yeah, I know this feeling. I know what this looked like.
Jay, what was your takeaway from the game? From the Eagles game? Yeah. Or either side, yeah.
I'm not like a huge Eagles fan. I didn't like it, honestly.
Not an Eagles fan at all.
I mean, like, I didn't want the Cowboys to win, but I didn't want the Eagles to win either. So just watching the Cowboys get a little bit of like yard and stuff, I'm like, okay, but then seeing the Eagles, not really. The defense is definitely, they lost a whole lot of players to trades and just in general injuries. So that defense is definitely something they need to work on if they want to get back to where they were last year. But I highly doubt that's going to happen. Go Commanders.
Oh man. On the second game, the Friday night game, the Chiefs Chargers game that was played down in Sao Paulo, Brazil. For one, shout out to the folks at the stadium because they did make, well, at least from the way it looked, the field looked a lot better than it was last year. Last year there was all types of complaints. The field looked really good, but this is from the eye. I don't know, what's like. They didn't say anything about the players playing on it, and I picked the Chargers for this game. And for me, what I saw was a Chiefs team that may not have done enough to keep up with the Joneses of the AFC.
They never do.
It's
between a couple people.
Yeah, you're not going to be able to run the same thing you did last year when you go up against the physical teams. And if you know anything about a Jim Harbaugh coach team, the Chargers were physical. They were laying the wood. They were laying the wood to them, man. I mean, Pat got loose a little bit, but they were frustrating Travis Kelce, which I feel like there's a sense of distraction that might be coming along the way. There's neither here nor there. I see the fall of the kingdom right before our eyes, and that being Chiefs. It's a slow fall, but I just see it not going the way that a lot of people think. I got
Chiefs wise. Mahomes is Mahomes. I never got, even when people say it's a slow season for him, you'll take him over everybody. So I'll take Mahomes. Kelce looks like he retired. Not this year, last year.
Yeah.
There was a play towards the end of the game, and you got to do a lot to get on Mahomes' nerves enough for him to show it, because he does that whole spokesperson type thing.
Yeah,
showmanship. There was a play that Kelce was going across the middle. It's their regular play. He walks across the line, and then he does this quick slant through the middle, and he stopped the route. He totally stopped the route, and if he would have kept going, it either would have been down at like the 2 or 1 yard line or a touchdown.
Yeah.
And Mahomes was looking at him like, what are you doing? Like, what were you even thinking? The guy wasn't even on him, and you could just see like mentally he's not there, and that is his safety valve. But you don't have all these star receivers when your go-to is Hollywood Brown. Like, come on, man.
Yeah.
like if that's what you got and that's who you're throwing to, come on, I need you as that safety net. You gotta be able to do that. So that's on that side. Plus, we saw the main thing about beating the Chiefs and Mahomes. We saw that in that Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Get the pressure. Yep. And they didn't show up that line. So that's what's gonna happen if you got somebody that has a good defensive line. On the other side, I told y'all once it was announced that Harbaugh was the coach, that team was coming.
Yep.
I told y'all that. I didn't think it would be this quick. I thought it would take about 3 years or so. But nah, man.
That turnaround is fast. But he did it in San Fran too.
Yeah,
though. Like 2 years.
They're gonna be something, man. I was telling Earl, even though he didn't have like this crazy game, but once he kicks in the gear, Amarion Hampton, I said he's gonna kick in the gear on that team. They got receivers out there.
Mm-hmm.
You're finally gonna have no excuses around Herbert. Like, show up or get out.
And they were missing their tackle too, I believe. They had Joe Alt, but they were missing their other tackle in that game as well.
They're going to be something every single year. They're going to be a team that you're talking about each and every year.
Yeah. What you got, Earl? Either game. What you got?
I mean, I wasn't really impressed by neither one of them. To be honest, I mean, it was a good game, but when I look at that, I'm looking at it from the stance of like, yo, do the Giants really the Giants have a chance to compete with them? And to be honest, what I saw, I was like, yo, I think they do have a chance. I don't think before I was scared of the Eagles. I ain't gonna hold you. I really felt like we could beat the Eagles. You know what I'm saying?
You're on that game. I was like, what's it doing?
Yeah. Right. Oh, my bad. I'm talking about the Eagles, Cowboys. Right. I feel like we could beat the Eagles because like their secondary is not up to par. Like you can see that Slade and Gardner, they were missed. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, now I think the strength of the Eagles defense is that that front seven. You know what I'm saying? But even them, like they wasn't really getting the pressure that they should have been getting on the Cowboys, who don't have that that magical offensive line that they've had for years. You know what I'm saying? Like this is probably the weakest their offensive line has been in the last 10 years or so. The offenses, and they ain't even have a run game like that. You know what I'm saying? Like which is something that again the Cowboys they've had in the past 10 years. On the Cowboys side, you could tell that the defense played pretty good. I'll give them that. But they ain't getting no pressure on the quarterback like that. You know what I'm saying? So that was missed. They did a good job with the run, stopping the run. But and then they couldn't do nothing. They could like the offense was the offense. Like the Dak was doing his numbers because he always do that during the regular season. And CeeDee Lamb was having his way. You know what I'm saying? He just can't catch. If he could catch, that game would have been lost. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now, in terms of the Chiefs, Chargers, same thing. I look at the Chiefs and I'm like, yo, I think we could beat the Chiefs. Because I realize, they front office need to stop putting all this pressure on Patrick Mahomes, bro. Get him some weapons, dog. You can't put these makeshift wide receivers in and just think he's going. Like you can't do that, bro. Like they should have learned that last year when they got smacked in the Super Bowl, bro. Like you cannot do that. And then Worthy, you got injured on a crossing route by your own man, and now you're done. Mark Brown, he light in the A. You know what I'm saying? He don't like to take hits.
I see what you did there. I like it.
He light in the A, so he don't like to take hits. So it's like, bro, you can't throw it to him. Kelsey old. He ain't where he used to be. You know what I'm saying? And then the rest of them, and then you talking about what Juju, like, bro.
Yeah, I forgot Juju was still in the league, to be honest.
Make some trades and get some receivers over there, bro. And then also
at least get one prime time.
Yeah, get one. And then Patrick, to me, he shows literally why I feel like he's one of the best in the game, because he literally put that game on his back.
That team
Even
should
the
be getting
defense
blown out, bro.
should have got blown out. Now on the Chargers side, shout out to the Chargers, because I ain't gonna lie, if everybody stay healthy, they would be in a conversation of potentially being in the Super Bowl if everybody stay healthy. Remember, I said that because what I seen, from the defense to the offense, bro. Shout out to Harbaugh and Omarion. Dave, you called it.
Yeah,
Touch.
And it's wild too because Najee just went over there, son. He might as well ask for a trade, bro. Because he's not going to be starting. He's not starting over.
Nah.
He's not starting over.
It's going to be interesting to see, man. It's only week 1, but sometimes I know a lot of these guys didn't play during the preseason, but you kind of saw a few of these things, forming in the offseason with the Eagles and their defense taking a step back, and then you got the Chargers. Hey, and then
Jay said, easier. We start talking about the shit. Easy, man. That's
who said that?
Let's we're watching. We're gonna be watching a lot of football today. And if you guys are wondering, man, again, we're broadcasting live here from the Chateau down, and I guess you want to call it let's call it National Harbor. The King. There we go. But this is typically, this is if you wonder what's everything is going on here. This is not just a Commanders Giants podcast or live stream. We are all actually fans, and typically we get together for the Commanders and the Giants.
We don't get together.
Huh? Yeah, we go. And this year we couldn't make it happen this year. For scheduling reasons, stuff like that, and the fact sometimes the tickets are expensive as shit. But we can't talk about our annual gathering and not talk about, this is the last time, I was feeling real bad this year.
That wasn't the last game. That
was at the beginning. Beginning of this tradition. Also, a tradition that we're gonna keep alive for sure.
We won that game too.
Is that
was nice.
We did. As soon the technology want to act right, and then of course we got to bring back the mini Ronas, man. Out there, man.
Good old Earl.
But you drank them, didn't you?
Showing up.
Oh, that's hilarious, man. While we're watching football today, one thing that we all have enjoyed as soon as the technology catches up with them, because I'm not sure what's going on, is the change with NFL Red Zone. Of course, before all this, we had NFL Red Zone has been around for roughly 20 years. I want to say now it's been about good 20 years, man, when it had the own Red Zone channel. And then, of course, that ESPN and Disney, they have purchased NFL Network, NFL Red Zone, or whatever they did in this case.
Whatever they want.
They buy all this stuff. But also, I don't know if you guys realize that the NFL also has I think 10% stake in that as well. You can correct me if I'm wrong, statistician, but I'm pretty sure it's a 10% stake that they took in as well. Well, this year is going to be the first year that the Red Zone has commercials or ads. Typically, Scott Hansen come in and say, hey, this is going to be whatever you said, 7 hours of continuous football action, no commercials. Well, now there are going to be some ads, and it is going to be playing in a separate box. I did look at the video that Scott Hansen said. He also said, hey, this had nothing to do with us, and ESPN and Disney did not request this either. So it did not come from them. So I'm assuming this might just came from the NFL side, which makes sense because the NFL is trying to make that bread. So during you won't miss it, but there will be some commercials and ads in there. So we're gonna see how y'all feel about this. So for real though, that was the amazement, when you have the 8 boxes up there, I think it was, and now one of them potentially being with ads and commercials. What do you guys think about that, man?
I'm a Red Zone fan, man. It's one of the greatest things ever made, at least for me. It's gotten me through the years, but especially being a fantasy player also. Shout out to fantasy football. But Do I think it'll be a huge change? No, especially with the split. I thought they were physically stopping it. So that's what I was worried about. But there's nothing like, and I think I got it right here, him coming on there and saying 7 hours of commercial-free football starts now. Now they say he's going to say 7 hours of red zone football start now because it ain't commercial-free. But yeah, I just hope that they realize why it's the red zone and why it's popular, because I heard some more changes may be coming, not this year, but the next season. And I'm just like, come on, man.
I mean, I hope they understand that they about to lose. So I forget the host name. For the host, it's probably a good look for him because he gets a break. You know, because I don't think people understand, like, to go for what is that, six hours?
He doesn't get a break.
Not taking a break. It's
in a separate box while he's still doing it. He don't get a break.
Oh,
that's why I said I don't think it's going to be a major change.
So they still having coverage then?
Yeah, they still having coverage. They just added it. I wonder how they're gonna do it.
If you ever watch, like, shout out to PGA. When you watch some of the PGA events as far as golfing, they'll pop up in the corner with different ads while you're still watching that hole be played. I think it's going to be kind of like that.
Yeah.
Oh, then it's still cool. I mean, just as long as...
No, but my thing is that's the first change.
Yeah.
Of how many more are you going to do? Remember, they just did this takeover. So, they probably did this on the fly just to bring in money. But now that they'll have a whole year to look back on things, I'm like, oh, God. Just leave it alone. Just put your name on it and leave it alone.
The thing I'll take away this, and I don't like this part, but it was bound to happen. And I just posted up there, the NFL, correct. The NFL does have a 10% equity stake in that ESPN. Where do we get to the point where people started to pull their punches when they're talking about the NFL? Because the NFL now is only 10%, but where do they start to pull their punches, like not really calling out the NFL on certain things, because now they're a stakeholder in that whole situation, even though it's 10%, but that 10% is, a lot of money. So,
well, that's what I was just saying about the changes,
right?
When certain companies get their hands on things, whatever the percentage is, you brought that company in for a reason.
Yeah.
And they're going to want their say in some type of way.
Mm-hmm.
And that's where I'm just like, hey, people love this for this. Now, if you're doing something to make it better, then I'm all for it. But if you're changing up the reason why people are watching, like Earl said, you're going to lose subscribers, and it will happen quickly. Now, I'm looking at this on the fly. It's saying right now that there will only be about 4 commercials across the whole 7-hour broadcast. So if that's the case, okay. And if it's still looking at screen time, then I'm perfectly fine with that. Do what you need to do. But yeah, I'm more interested in looking at how this is going to look, not this year, but the year after they really get their hands on it. So
what you got, Jay?
Like I said, when I first saw it come out, it said it was going to be only around like a minute of ads total.
Yeah.
So as of right now, I'm not a big like red zone user, but as far as just having the commercials in that bottom corner, that wouldn't bother me as much. Yeah. But this is 100% the pilot, if you want to call it that, before the future changes, if you want to say so. So they're starting out with just the minute commercials.
Yep.
See how does revenue wise, viewer wise, and then next season they might come back and be like, hey, we're actually going to do 30-minute commercials. He's going to get a break every now and then, not 30-minute commercial, but 30 minutes of commercials.
I was like, I'm done.
Every now and then. And then it'll go as far as to you actually missing certain, like,
shout out the ring,
certain games, because certain parts of the games, because the ads and other changes are coming through that. So
we're going to see, man. I mean, Red Zone's still great. I mean, you got Sunday Ticket. You got everything else in between. There's a lot of football. Again, like, you got a significant other, kiss him on the cheek, tell him you'll see him in February. I apologize. Again, man, this is Football Talk Live, powered by DUBBY. This is the NFL Sunday Week 1 kickoff show. You know, we bring you guys back in. We're streaming across Twitch, Facebook, YouTube, everything else in between. It's gonna be a fun time today. Before we get into some picks, man, let's talk about our teams individually and what our projection is going to be. What do you hope to see out of the team and whatnot? So, who wants to start first? Well, you know, I can book in y'all between, you know,
it don't matter.
Right there.
I got my little scribble.
Here we go. Sorry, go ahead, Dave. And What you got for your Giants this week, man?
So, just this week, or are we
I
talking
mean,
about?
well, we can start what you see so far, and then we can go into your projection as far as your record. So, what you see, your outlook for the season.
All right. Well, my outlook.
You can talk about the day as well.
Yeah, my outlook for the season for the Giants. I'm excited, especially on the defensive side. Earl and I both agree on this one point. If this defense is not at least in the top, 5 to 7, somewhere in there, then the defensive coach needs to be fired right away. I'm talking mid-season, like gone, because they're just stacked. They're stacked in that way, especially to cause some pressure. On the offensive side, I want Dart to sit back and just learn, man. Get some time to learn. I love our running back core. As far as the committee we have back there, I hate the fact that they didn't change anything on the wide receiver side. Of course, we still got to stack the line, but that's going to be year after year after year.
Yeah.
But projection-wise, how I'm looking at the Giants, I'm not looking at it in the dimness that a lot of people are, where they're just like, we have the hardest schedule and we're just going to fail. I believe the beginning of the season, we're actually going to be pretty even of how I kind of broke it down. Now, there is about a stretch of about 3 games in a row, twice in the season, that I think we're going to have at least a 3-game losing streak. But all together, I have the Giants at 7-10. That's my projection for the season. But when I say that 7-10 and not looking at it dim wise, this is where I told y'all on the off season that I got to really look at ownership and see how they're going to look at this. Because remember, Mara, the owner, sat back and did the thing that he shouldn't have done, and basically let the media paint the picture of the hot seat, not you come out and say that your coach is on the hot seat, because if they're on the hot seat, you might as well just fire them. You know, there's no point. Yeah. They're playing. I mean, they're coaching, and they're not really all the way there, because every single thing that they're doing, they just think that's it. So with that being said, I'm hoping that if it's a 7-10 season or 8-9 season or something like that, but they're showing true progression and he's clicking in with Dart, and that's the main thing. He's clicking in with Dart. That's what he's known for. If that is happening, then I think you got to bring it back for another round. If it's not, and you'll know more than just a record, you'll know if things ain't looking right in the locker room. Neighbors will probably be the first one to let you know.
Facts.
So,
Facts, absolutely.
Just know, then that's going to be you signing pretty much your whole coaching away. So I got about 7-10 for the season, but I am excited about the season. Unlike other years where I was just like, oh God, all right, here we go. So
Jay on the side there. Jay, what you got, man, for, I know, and we're starting off this week, you know, that first win on either side is going to happen today. So Jay, what's your outlook for the Commanders this season and what your season projection looks like?
For starters, I believe, or I don't believe, that there's nobody that we can't beat this season. I do believe there will be hard games. For example, the Chargers, Justin Herbert, I do believe that'll be kind of sort of a struggle game. But as far as like the schedule wise, I feel it'll be a little reminiscent of last season without all the like heart attacks that we had. I feel like it'll either be like punch outs or it'll be like full blown out blowouts. I'm excited to see, you know, the receiver room a little more better of the running back play with the people that we drafted and the people that we pulled up from the practice squad. I'm excited to see Jaden prove the haters wrong about the sophomore slump, because I don't believe that that's technically a thing, because it all started coming from what's his name from the Texans,
Laramie Tunsil. Yeah.
No. I'm talking about the quarterback.
No, you're talking about
yeah.
Shoot.
Are you talking about DJ?
Yeah, but
that all came from him.
Yeah.
And if you really look at it, he didn't have
quote
unquote a slump. Yeah, so I don't really know where that came from.
Keep the mic next to you.
Yeah, I don't believe where that came from. But as far as like that,
he
I
lost
hope
all his receivers basically,
and his offensive line was his offensive coordinator did him dirty at the end of the day.
Right. So I think it's all just like a media things. They want to see Jaden fail. So I'm excited to prove him wrong.
What's your record? What's your record projection for the year?
What is it? 17 games?
Yeah, 17 games. Yep.
15-2, maybe.
Jeez, man.
Whoa.
I
Whoa. Okay. All right. That's how we. All right. So one of those two is about to happen. All right. Got it.
Yeah, that was a lot on that one. Hey, but look, hey, look. I'll make sure that's up there.
Yeah, make sure that's up there. Screenshot that jump right
15
there.
and 2. 15 and 2. Now, you know what, though? You
I
never
got
know.
confidence in my team.
I love it. You know what? One time.
The two is the Chargers. The one might be that Eagles get back game. One of the two.
I only said the two.
Say it with your chest, man. Say it with your chest. My Commanders for me this year, they're going to be an interesting bunch this season. One, I am absolutely over the moon that we are actually said to be potential Super Bowl contenders for the first time in my son's entire adult life. At the end of the day, but what I will say is, what's up, G-Fish? This year, I look forward to seeing a even better Jaden Daniels. They went in and they did how you supposed to. You get a rookie quarterback. They went in and shored up the line, drafting a tackle in the first round, bringing over Laramie Tunsil, and also adding some pieces on defense, which I think is going to be they're going to be underestimated. So they should be better than they were last season. And one of those wins will start today. But on this season, I got the Commanders actually going 11-6 this season, and I'll get to you why when we give our division wins. But 11-6, I have them going this year. Maybe we did win that one game against Chicago. We had a couple of games that we should have lost last year, but sometimes you do need luck. The first game against the Giants when they had no kicker, and the Hail Murray game. Those two wins right there would have made them 10-7 last year. So I think they take a game back. There's some tape out on some things we do. And then there's going to be some tough games, to your point, like the Chargers game, of course, the divisional games against the Eagles. Well, I got them going 11-6. Earl came out of the window. He might have got pulled away. As far as today, while I'm buying time for Earl, it's gonna be an interesting day. I think there's no rain right now. I think the field was covered, so I think the rain's supposed to have started. So we should have a clean game. Hopefully, it's not a messy game, and we get to see everybody on display. Who do y'all got out for this game? Andrew Thomas is out this game, right? Andrew Thomas is out. I think for us,
either Rodriguez or McNichols.
One of the running back, and we got forward. I like our running back room. Yes, yeah. So I like our running back room. Bill Krosky Merritt, I do like him. Yeah, let's see what it's got. So I'm trying to hold off for Earl, but we'll have to go into these projections in a minute. So I'm gonna get real quick there while I was on there. Earl has the Giants at 8-9 this season, so only a game more than what Dave talked about. And me as a secondary Giants fan, I actually have them roughly going about 8-9, 9-8, maybe if the defense is what I believe they are to be. They are going to be a really tough defense. And if they can score, and I feel like this season is going to be for the Giants, if they're able to give them some points early, they're going to be able to do what they need to do on the defense, and they're going to be in a lot of games that people don't think they are. I've seen the projection for the Giants so much as people talking about they're going to win like 4 games, which I think is an understatement.
Yeah, I think the Vegas line was like 5.
So get your bets in now, guys. Get your bets in now, to say the least. As far as the team that I am a part owner of, I have them actually.
Packers, by the way.
Yeah, talking about the Packers. I have them.
It's part of the Micah trade.
Not being as good as they were last year, even with the Micah trade. So I actually have the Packers probably winning 9 to 10 games this season, and that's based off of the health of Jordan Love. That's what that's based off of. The defense is good, but the offense is going to go as far as his injury concerns. Hell, I got Jordan Love in our fantasy draft in Madden, and he was out for 6 weeks with a knee.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
Yeah, I'm saying. Yeah, exactly. So let's jump into some of these other projections we got, man. So let's go right into our division winners. You want to go with yours?
That's fine.
Yeah.
You want to do AFC first?
You do AFC side. So on the AFC side, we're going to go into our division winners. So feel free to put your projections in the chat as well.
All right.
What you got?
So on the AFC side, my divisional winners is the Bills, the Chargers, the Ravens, and the Texans.
Got you. What you got, Jay? What do you think on the AFC? He
He
didn't pull them up. For me on the AFC side, my division winners, I actually have the Bills, the Ravens. I actually have my surprise team. I have the Colts winning the South, and I have the Chargers. I have the Chargers winning the AFC West this year.
Okay.
This year. That's what I got going this year. You on the NFC side?
Let's go on the NFC.
Go to NFC. What you got?
All right, NFC side, divisional winners. I have the Eagles, I have the Rams, I have the Lions, and I have the Bucks. Still pulling?
He PC pulling.
My Wi-Fi not working, but I go command. Yeah,
I can get it to you.
I got Commanders, Chargers.
Here's your
Use
division.
all over.
No.
We're in the NFC. We're in the
Stay in
NFC
there,
right
stay
now.
there.
Yeah, just go through.
All right, yeah. So Commanders. I'll say the Rams. Lions might come back. If not, my second would be the Packers, and then I'll say the Falcons. Michael Penix.
Coach G-Fish said, "What up, man? What up, man?
What's up, Coach?"
Earl, what you got as far as your AFC division winner?
Catch up. You did your projection for the Giants season already.
Yeah,
so.
we did.
AFC division. Crap. Let me see.
He ain't pull his either. Oh,
Mm.
you had one job.
Go for the East. I can say it to you.
Yeah.
Bills, Dolphins, Patriots, Jets. You got the Bills, right?
Bills, yeah.
All right. Chargers, Broncos, Raiders, Chiefs.
Chargers,
Ravens, Bengals, Browns, Steelers.
Ravens,
Texans, Colts, Jaguars, Titans.
Texans,
All right. There you go.
All right. What's your NFC side?
Let's go NFC. We got Eagles, Giants, Commanders, Cowboys.
Can we come back to that one?
Yep. Cardinals, Rams, 49ers, Seahawks.
I'm gonna go Rams.
All right. Bears, Lions, Packers, Vikings.
Packers,
Falcons, Panthers, Saints, Bucks.
Bucks.
All right.
All right. So my NFC side, I got surprise. I got the Commanders actually winning the NFC East. No NFC East team has won back-to-back divisions in quite some time.
I was so, and it's funny. The reason I was coming back because I was going to say the Commanders.
Yeah, I got the Commanders here, but I think they'll have the same record potentially as the Eagles, and they'll win in like a head-to-head tiebreak. I got the Commanders, the NFC East. I have the Lions and the NFC North. I have the Lions winning the division in the NFC North. NFC West was a tough one for me. I'm not going with the Rams because that Matthew Stafford back issue is a situation. I'm going with the 49ers winning the NFC West. And for the South, I got the Atlanta Falcons winning the South.
All
right. Let's go to the wild card team projections, which this is going to be fun. I think there's going to be a lot of double-digit wild card teams this year, and there's going to be some double-digit teams that don't make the playoffs at all, which is going to be crazy. But what you got, Dave?
All right. On the AFC side of things, as far as the wild card, 3 teams: Chiefs, Broncos, and Bengals. Chiefs, Broncos, Bengals.
AFC side. What you got, Jay? Wild card team.
Same thing.
You got the same thing?
Yeah.
You going with the
Chiefs,
same thing?
Yeah, Bengals.
What you got? AFC. I mean, the AFC wild card teams, Earl.
Bengals.
You need 2 more.
Give me 2 more.
Did I say the Chiefs is winning that division?
I think you did. Did you say the Chiefs? I think you said the Chiefs winning. I don't know.
No, you said Chargers.
So then Chiefs.
Okay.
And then trying to think.
One more.
Do
you think it's gonna be the Broncos? Do you think it's gonna be the Browns or Steelers?
I'm gonna go Steelers.
Okay.
All right, for me, my AFC wildcard projections. This is going to be the year that I think they're going to have three teams. This division is going to have three teams in the playoffs in the AFC. And so the wild card teams that I have are going to be the Chiefs and the Raiders. And that last spot, I think, is going to be the Bengals.
Okay.
I think it's it'll be the Bengals. NFC side, wild card projections. What you got?
NFC wild card. I have the Packers, Commanders, and Seahawks.
Nice. What you got, Jay? Packers, Commanders, Seahawks. Oh, what do you got on the NFC? Who think on the NFC?
Eagles, Packers. My bad. Eagles, Packers, and I'll go Vikings, I guess.
Cool. What you got, Earl, for the NFC wildcard projection?
The Giants, the Eagles, and the Lions.
I love it. I love it. Wild card projections for the NFC for me. I got the Eagles. I got the Bears, actually. I got the Bears, and I have Tampa Bay.
That's right, because you got the Falcons.
Yep, I got Tampa Bay. So, yeah. Our finalists, man. Our Super Bowl finalists. This is the fun part.
East side, we got to do the
Yeah.
AFC and NFC championship.
That is. So, you're well, I mean, we put the championship.
Okay.
We put the championship.
All right,
We just did
you
the
want to
finals.
go?
Yeah,
All
we
right,
did the
that's
finals
cool.
in there. Yeah.
Let's get in there.
Yeah.
For me?
Yeah, you got.
All right, in the Super Bowl, I got Ravens versus Packers.
You got Jay.
I want to say LA Commanders, but realistically, probably LA, and if they can do it again, the Eagles maybe.
What you got, Earl?
Ravens. Yo, the NFC is, oh my gosh. Gosh, bro.
Okay.
I'm not saying the Commanders, dog. Like, I'm not saying.
You got them in the wild card. Pick the Giants.
Nah. The Packers.
Packers and who?
Ravens.
Packers and Ravens. So,
Right, that's mine.
the finalists that I have for the Super Bowl, I have the Commanders and the Chargers.
Okay.
We want the winners?
Well, my winner is gonna be my winners is gonna be the Ravens. On top of that, I think Lamar is gonna win another MVP. It's gonna be that masterful season for him. As long as Harbaugh stays out the way in the playoffs.
What you got, Jay?
I'll go with my Commanders, LA, but I honestly think LA could win it all with Justin Herbert, and he's this is real type of story, but
What you got, Earl? The Super Bowl winner.
I'm gonna go with the Ravens.
Ravens. Got you. We're going with the Commanders. First time in 30 years with this being the season of Jaden being MVP this year.
Did you place your bet the right way this time?
I did. This time I did. I did this time, guys. I did this time for sure. Oh, man, it's going to be a fun season, man. But you know what? I know why you guys are here. We are here for the thing that really matters, and it's them picks. Let's cue up the music, and let's get this thing going. Is it there? It should be there. Let's see. Oh, all right. Let's get some of these things going. They going to sleep on that. Yeah, hey. A pick on that. So let's go ahead and get these picks going, man. Buccaneers at Falcons. I got first week. Let's see if that pick gonna work out for Atlanta, man. I got Atlanta.
I got Atlanta. Michael Penix.
Got the Bucks.
What you got, bro?
Bucks.
If you're in the chat, go ahead and put your picks in there, man. I see Jay got the Bucks.
We'll have to give him a leak later.
All right.
Right now.
Let's keep it going. Bengals at Browns. Joe Flacco starting this week, huh? All right. You know what? I'm gonna pick the Browns in the upset this week.
The Bengals. What's the bet to this year?
I don't know. What we say?
And make sure you talk about who the reigning champ too.
All right, I need to do that. I apologize.
Okay, let's do it. Don't skip over. Don't
I
skip
ain't do
over.
that. I'm sorry. I apologize.
Yeah, don't skip over.
No, I got the Browns in the upset.
Okay.
I got the Bengals.
What you got?
I got the Bengals.
What you got, Jay?
The Bengals offense is still shaky, but I'm still gonna go with the Bengals.
I want it. Yeah, defense is trash. Keep those comments going. I see G-Fish got the Bucks. Okay. All right. Dolphins at Colts. I'm going with your man, with Daniel Jones, man. Give me the Colts on this. Give me Colts.
I need you to after this whole broadcast, just leave my house. I'll give you something to go.
Now I'm going with the Colts on this though.
Well, I'm definitely not going with the Colts. Earl already knows one of my picks.
And it better come through, Dave.
It's gonna come. I have Miami.
The Jay said whatever it is, I'm in. So we gotta figure out. Hey, we'll figure out. We'll send it and see what the bet gonna be this year. With it. What you got, Jay?
Dolphins.
Oh,
Earl, you pick?
The Dolphins.
yeah. Did you pick? You picking Dolphins? Yeah, Dolphins. I'm sorry.
I guess. Oh no, I said go.
Oh, you said Dolphins. All right, cool.
I'm definitely not picking no Daniel Jones led team out there, John. Are you serious?
Panthers at Jaguars, man. I got the Jags.
Yeah, I got the Jags.
I'm going with the Panthers. Trevor
Yeah, I
Lawrence,
agree. I'm
Jags.
going with the
I think Bryce Young can make a comeback. It's comeback season,
Mhm.
maybe. There's a little something, nothing crazy, but
I agree.
You agree that you saying the Panthers?
Mm-hmm.
Raiders at Patriots. Let's go, Gino. I got the Raiders, man.
All right, I got the Raiders.
The Raiders.
We'll send you an invite. G-Fish. We did a fantasy draft, so we got the AFC West. So I hit you offline.
You said Raiders, right, Earl?
Yes, sir.
All right.
Let's go with this one here. Cardinals at Saints. Cardinals.
I got the Cardinals.
I don't even know who played for the Saints. Who that quarterback?
that dude they drafted over Shador.
Oh nah, he
You know, somebody knows what I'm talking about.
Tyler he's not even starting. Rattler.
Yeah, he not. Ratliff is.
starting.
Yeah, you got 16. And salute to the 16 black quarterbacks starting this year. After the league,
salute to the
quarterbacks.
NFC East for having all black quarterbacks.
Yes,
All
sir.
black starting quarterbacks. First time
Look to
ever.
the Giants for ending the fact that they didn't draft a black. Oh no. Hey. Keep going.
Oh man, Steelers at Jets. Hey,
Dave, you're not gonna come in here with your negativity. That's what we're not dealing with that today. That's what
I wouldn't be Dave though.
We're not gonna do that. But keep your negativity where it's at.
I'm going with the Jets, man, in an upset over the Steelers, bro.
You don't care about winning these overalls, do you? You just don't give a damn.
I got to.
You don't believe that. The Steelers, bro. It's raining up here too. The Steelers.
What you got, Jay?
I don't think Aaron Rodgers got any more gas left in the tank, so I'm gonna go Jets.
Thank you. Our marquee game of the day: Giants at Commanders. I'm going in an upset, bro. I'm going with Commanders.
That's the upset?
No, sir.
That's the upset. Dave.
Oh man.
Dave got the Giants. Watch this, y'all. Dave has all Giants paraphernalia, and he will say the Commanders, y'all. This is why he ain't ish, dog. This is why he not ish. Go ahead, Dave.
I plead the fifth. Actually, I picked the Giants.
Commanders, absolutely.
Carter, call the paper.
I'm taking the G-men in the upset. It ain't even the upset. We should have beat y'all both. We should have beat y'all both times. Remember the first one we lost because we ain't got a damn kicker.
We ain't had no
kicker. And our team is better than we was last year. So y'all about to be back to being little brothers. I'm done.
Yeah, I like it. I'm
done.
I like it. Titans at Broncos. Oh man.
Got the Broncos.
I'm going with the U, bro. I got the Titans in this game. Let's go, Cam. That's
a hard one. I think it's gonna be a punch out, but yeah, I gotta go with Cam Ward.
Titans.
I'm going with the Broncos.
'49ers at Seahawks.
Dave, did you pick?
Yeah, I got Denver.
Oh.
They got Sam Darnold in Seattle. I'm good. I got the 49ers.
I got Sam Darnold and the Seattle Seahawks.
Yeah, I have the Seahawks. They ain't got no. I don't know who he's throwing it to.
We gonna find out. We're gonna find out if that trade was a good one with Brian Robinson, because I think Christian McCaffrey is.
Nah, he's playing today.
He's playing.
He ain't gonna last the whole game.
Yeah, I don't think the whole game.
He ain't gonna last the whole game. He had a calf injury or something like that. He ain't gonna last.
Somebody gonna breathe on.
Yep, that's what's gonna happen.
That's
what's gonna happen. Lions at Packers, man. Lions at Packers. I know I picked Detroit to win the division, but that won't start today. I'm going with the Pack.
Yeah, I'm going with the Pack.
Yeah, I'm going with the Packers, bro.
I'll go on.
You know what? Nah, they healthy. I'm going with the Lions, bro.
Defense gave y'all some prop. That defensive line in New York is.
Yeah, I appreciate
you going with, Joe?
Appreciate
Lions.
You going Lions?
Congrats on y'all first win, dog.
I'm with it.
Starting off this year with no slander.
Texans at Rams. I got the Rams.
I would easily be picking the Rams, but I just don't know what Stafford I'm about to get, so I gotta go with Houston.
I don't know what the offensive coordinator gonna do in Houston.
I said they still don't really got nobody, right?
Who?
Texas.
They got them there. They
like
injuries.
injuries.
They healthy, you know.
Yeah.
Man.
Who you got her?
I have the Texans.
Who you got?
I'll go with the Rams.
He's gonna go to the Rams. My voice is sound the same. Our Sunday night game, man. Bills at Ravens. Ravens trying to get that get back, but I need y'all to do it in playoffs. But they're going up to Buffalo. I think Baltimore pulls it out.
Yeah, I got Baltimore.
Baltimore.
Y'all see that Josh said he cried when he watched Old Girl in Sinners?
Like he
I
cried
didn't-
because
I
it
He
didn't
said
wasn't
he
his
cried. He said he
Who's
cried. Josh
Allen.
Allen. He said he cried when he
shit.
saw Sinners. You know, that's his wife.
Yeah, well, you know, I mean, spit is spit.
Yeah.
Like he was
You seen
proud of her, or he
you
was
seen
like
He said he was
mad?
crying. I gotta read the rest. I don't know what the context
Yeah.
was, but he said he was crying, bro. I mean, did you see the scene?
Said she never
Yeah,
spit
I've
in my
seen
mouth
it
like
3
that.
times.
Yeah, I'm saying. No,
Yeah, that wasn't acting.
that was not.
It wasn't in the script either, by the way.
I mean, and she did that. So what that say about her? Like he
Right.
need to be chucking her.
Michael B. Jordan was.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah,
Hey.
no, we're not gonna do that. We're not gonna do that.
All right.
Who'd you say you had, Jay, in the Baltimore one?
I'll go Ravens.
You know, Michael B. I mean, she said, she like half
We're
black.
we're still on this, huh?
Sorry, apologize.
Yeah.
That's one part of that.
We're still on that. Huh?
Earl, real quick, who did you have with the Saints Cardinals?
The Cardinals. I didn't pick. I don't think.
That's unfortunate.
Cardinals. All right.
Our Monday night game, Vikings at Bears. I got the Bears, man. I got the Bears in this game.
I got the Vikings.
Earl?
The Bears.
Jay?
This time around, I go with the Bears.
Da Bears. And of course, we do our week 2 pick, Thursday night game. Quick turnaround for my guys, man. Commanders at Packers. I am caught in a conundrum.
Are you?
I really am. I'm going with Commanders though. On Thursday night.
Earl?
Packs.
Jay?
That's really a question.
Got it. Got it.
Is this like a
That is right. You did say
Yeah.
15 and 2. Yeah, my bad. So why did I ask
Right.
the question?
Is this like a conflict of interest? I'm glad I'm not at that game. I've been at that game cheering. I've been wearing half Packer stuff and half Commander stuff. I don't know. I could wear like a polo or something. I don't know.
Get the half jersey. Some people got that.
True. I could do that. That's our picks. I think that's our picks. And we hit this thing right in time, man. So appreciate you guys again. It's happening with us for week 1 of the NFL. Let's run this back. The Hot Seat Podcast presents Football Talk Live, powered by DUBBY. Make sure you go to DUBBY Energy and get 10% off your purchase when you insert the code, the Hot Seat Podcast. For myself, the storyteller, Jay Zeno, Master Earl, and everybody in the chat, we appreciate you guys. Enjoy your Sunday. Enjoy your football festivities, and just let your loved one know that you'll see them in February. Catch y'all next week. Bro.